these are my vitamins that I take. What's up? I was just about to grab some of my vitamins and take them after breakfast, and I thought it might be a good idea to kind of go over what vitamins and supplements I take and why I take them. Some people take 0 supplements and live perfectly healthy lives. I prefer to take some supplements to make sure that I'm not deficient in anything. And actually, some of my supplements are recommended by my doctor. So a lot of these I take every day. Some of them I miss some days, and some of them I just take whenever I feel like I need them. So we'll start with kind of the stuff that I take every day. I take this every day. Never fails, and I've been taking this every day for probably 3 or 4 years. I found this multivitamin highly recommended. I've tried 6 or 7 different types. Some give me a stomach ache if I don't eat enough food. If you haven't been taking them for a while, they kind of give you some more energy because they have vitamin B in it. These have vitamin B in it and other things. So I'm not sure, but I can, if it's just the vitamin B in it, but I can definitely tell my energy level is a little elevated when I take this. It has a very good vitamin complex on it. Highly rated. It has an amino acid blend in it. 1 gram. Do you need that if you're eating enough animal protein? Not really. Is it cool that it's there? Yes. A men's blend, there's stuff added for prostate health and testosterone health or hormone health. So there's a lot of cool things. It is blended specifically for men because it has those blends that help with men's health. So that's the one I picked. I've taken it for 3 or 4 years, and I really like that one. The second one I've been taking about as long is vitamin D3. Also, this one was recommended by my doctor when I was in my 30s. He said it's good for hormone health, and I work in an office at a desk job sitting around all the time, so I'm not in the sun getting that natural vitamin D. So he recommended this one, another one that I've been taking for 3+ years. Also, I've been taking curcumin for a long time, but I've kind of phased that out and replaced it with a vape. This is actually CBD. So I have CBD in many forms. I have an oil dropper. I have the actual flower. And this helps with inflammation, anxiety, sleep. Those are the things that I was taking curcumin for the inflammation because I do get sore joints. I stopped curcumin, switched over to this. I get just as much relief. If I ever got joint pain again, I'd probably stack them on top of each other. But with this setup right here, you can just put a cartridge in there. Literally after every workout, I walk inside, I grab this, turn it on, and do that. So that's how I get my CBD in, and it's very helpful. Aspirin. This is low dose for heart health. The men in my family have elevated blood pressure. I have been 135 pounds and 10% body fat running 6 miles a day, and my blood pressure was 135 over 80, I think. Right now I'm 190, and last time I had it checked, I think it was 137 over 82 or something like that. So it's just on the high side. My dad's on blood pressure medicine, all my uncles are. I just take this to keep my blood pressure a little bit lower and for heart health. Fish oil. So this is good for good cholesterol. I did have some elevated cholesterol when I had blood work done about 2 years ago. So it was a little elevated bad cholesterol. My good cholesterol was a little low. I got that in check. But something I started taking to get my good cholesterol up was fish oil. This is a pill, so it's a little easier to take. And this one is refrigerated. It's a liquid. I just pour a tablespoon in and take it with a meal. You can also, this doesn't have any flavor really, so you can even pour it over some rice and chicken or whatever. Black coffee. I don't like sweeteners in my coffee. From time to time, right now I'm actually on a kick where I'm putting this sugar-free sweetener in it. I drink my coffee iced, but it is definitely a supplement. It's gives you energy. It wakes me up in the morning. It does curb your appetite a little bit. So if you are trying to diet or decrease your calories, increasing your caffeine a little bit to a safe limit is a good way to do that. I drink coffee just about every day. I do go through phases where I'm drinking 2-3 cups a day, 2 phases where I'm trying to drink like half a cup, just because you don't need to be drinking a ton of caffeine year round. Magnesium. I was getting a lot of muscle cramps, and I had some blood work done, and it showed that I was a little low in magnesium. Definitely get all my salts because I love salting my food, but my other electrolytes were low. So magnesium I was added because literally had a marker in my blood showing that was low. There's another way to get in magnesium. This is Calm. This is, a lot of people will mix this with water and take it before bed because magnesium helps relax you, so it's a good supplement to take at night. I take this whenever. It doesn't, I've not noticed that it makes, I actually take it after breakfast a lot of times. Haven't noticed that. For some reason when I take this, it does make me feel calm at night. Not sure if it's if it's because it's got other ingredients in there, but I'm going to not think too much about it because it might not make me relax at night. Iron. Last time I had my blood work done, the doctor said I was a little deficient in iron, so she recommended this gentle iron, and I didn't have to take it all the time because I wasn't that into depth about my blood work, and she said it's not a big deal, but you could bring it up, so you get some gentle iron, take it in the mornings every once in a while. So that's what I'm doing. Zinc, another thing that a marker in my blood said I was a little low in zinc. I already had it though, because it was also recommended when the whole you know what started. I'm not even going to say the vid, but it's supposed to be good for your immune system. So I picked it up, but I wasn't really taking it. But when I found out that I was a little deficient, I started taking that every day. Creatine. I actually don't take this form every day. This is my pre-workout that has creatine in it. It's 3 grams of creatine. 5 grams. Okay. This is my pre-workout. It has 5 grams of creatine in it. So that's how much you need in a day. Recommended. I only take pre-workout on days that I work out. And I don't take it every day that I work out. So on days that I don't take my pre-workout, I'll take it in this form. This pre-workout can be taken in 1 or 2 scoops. So if I only take 1 scoop, I'm only getting 2.5 grams of creatine. So some days when I take 1 scoop, then I'll take 2.5 grams this way to get to my 5 grams. So I'll take creatine every day in one of these 2 forms. I am admittedly not good at getting in my vegetables and fiber. So I picked this up. It's just a fiber lemon lime that I can mix into some water. A lot of days I will actually hit my fiber. I use this more on when I'm cutting and my calories are really low and I'm not getting my fiber, or if I'm just eating a lot of chicken and rice and not throwing enough vegetables in there for a couple of days just because I'm bored or busy and not adding enough veggies. So this is a little fiber supplement in case I need it. And then the protein powder. This is bodybuilding.com. I've tried tons of protein powder. I've tried like 15 to 20 protein powders, and only a few of them agree with my stomach. And the few that agree with my stomach are always the expensive ones. This one by bodybuilding.com is one of the cheapest one. It's literally like the cheapest protein powder I can find. And this 5-gallon tub was like $49. So that's $10 a pound. That's like crazy cheap. It also is, the servings have 25 grams of protein, 2 carbs, and 2 fats. So that's really good. I can drink this with water and no problems with my stomach. And I don't drink this very much. So I try to get most of my protein from Whole Foods. Where this really comes in is days where I'm running around and I eat out, like have to stop and get food, so my proteins are low for the day. I'll just dump a scoop or two of this in some water, and if I'm having like a cheeseburger or something, some junk food that day, but I want to make sure to hit my proteins, you can add that in. That's it. Those are all the supplements that I use daily or maybe weekly. If you have any questions about the supplements I'm using or want any more detail, feel free to ask in the comments below. Like I said at the beginning of the video, some people take 0 supplements. They're completely healthy. I'm not saying that these are required. I'm saying that when I take the magnesium, I get less cramps after workouts. When I drink my coffee, I am happier. This is what I take. Try some of them out if you want, or don't. Either way, catch you next time. Later. Just like your gummy vitamin that you take.
What is called?
That's called coffee.
Oh, there's you coffee?
Yep.